So I hear somebody say, "Oh, he's cute. I want him." So when I heard that, I turned around like, "Man, did he just say that? Well, you got all this jewelry to attract some men in here? You wild." Shocked me. But sure enough,
And that was the guy that Busta Rhymes pulled back?
pulled him into the section. And then they walled him off like this man. I'm like, damn. And that little dude was so happy. He couldn't believe that. He was shocked.
We into the whole planet. God is the greatest. Real talk. And you know, I mean, if there's anything that somebody can say better than that, I'm all ears. But with that being said, continuous blessings to the whole entire universe.
Do you all remember when Busta Rhymes kept saying he and Diddy were never really close, claiming he had never been to one of Diddy's famous parties? Well, it looks like he might have been lying, because some new footage just came out showing Busta at those parties, enjoying himself like it was the best night ever. Now, people are talking, saying Busta might be one of those shady figures who works behind the scenes in a sneaky way, if you catch my meaning. There have been rumors that he could be one of those people in the industry who allegedly took advantage of young rappers just trying to make it. A few people, like Orlando Brown, have stepped forward with some serious accusations, and it looks like Busta might have been using his power to take advantage of those who looked up to him for help. This whole thing is starting to get real messy, so let us get into it. Orlando Brown was one of the first to speak out, throwing some serious shade and saying Busta's hands are not as clean as he has made people believe. In a video that spread all over social media, Orlando called out a few names, putting some people on blast.
We made love.
Who you made love with?
Diddy, Bow Wow, Busta Rhymes.
You just told me you see Busta at the airport too. That one from trying to act like he didn't know you. You smashed Drake?
No, I never smashed.
Oh, you made love to Drake.
And Cat Williams. Terrence Howard.
Terrence Howard.
Terrence Howard. Usher. Usher's a gusher. And,
What the fuck? Why you not naming the hoes?
I'm telling you, bro. It's my dad's friends. My dad sicked his baddest friends on me.
Who's your dad?
Lucifer.
At first, people tried to dismiss Orlando, saying he was just talking nonsense because of some drug problem, like he did not know what he was saying. They quickly decided he was not in his right mind. But Orlando did not let that slide. He sat down for an interview and made it clear there is nothing wrong with him. He stood firm on everything he said, insisting that the industry is full of people who take advantage of young and vulnerable people. He talked about how many things can break you in this world. He said, "There are things that will make you fall, bro. People have lost their families, their kids. A lot of bad things happen. You can choose to take the easy way with the money, or you can choose to live like I am. You can change who you are, or you can end up in trouble. And they will force things on you because you were lost and did not know how to handle your chance. So, after all that, me still being here and in one piece is not easy." That is a lot to think about, and it is not looking good for Busta. What is also interesting is that when Diddy first got accused, Busta was one of the first to speak up and defend him. He came out and said, "The most important thing we should remember from all of this is that everyone should mind their own business." It seemed like he was trying to shut down the whole conversation before it could even get started. The truth is clear, and it is unfortunate, because I would not wish this on my worst enemy, and I mean that for both the victims and Diddy. So, I am going to leave it at that and mind my own business. I hope everyone can find it in their hearts to keep their opinions to themselves. People need to understand that every time they speak their opinion, they might be hurting someone else. But this did not sit well with a lot of people, especially after Cassie's lawsuit shared some very disturbing details about what Diddy allegedly put her through. The fact that anyone, especially Busta, would defend him, that was crazy. Then, more rumors started going around that a lot of celebrities might also be involved in Diddy's mess. That is when Busta started trying to distance himself from the whole situation. He kept saying that he never did anything wrong and never even attended one of Diddy's parties. But guess what? TMZ just released fresh footage showing Busta at one of Diddy's famous New Year's Day parties, looking very comfortable and enjoying himself. Real talk, God is the greatest. And if there is anything someone can say better than that, I am all ears. But with that said, I wish blessings to the entire universe. And if that was not bad enough, Diddy himself added more to the story by giving Busta a very personal shout-out, calling him one of his closest friends in the world. Shout out to my brothers, who have been inspiring me. They have been my friends for a long time, one of my best friends in the whole world. He has been with me since I was around 12 years old, always my best friend, and now he is here. The pieces are finally starting to make sense, and it is becoming very clear why Busta was so quick to defend Diddy. He might just be involved in the same situation, allegedly. I am not going to lie, the thought of Busta being on the down low is kind of wild, especially because he has been known as one of the most homophobic rappers in Hollywood. I mean, do you all remember when he snapped at that fast food worker and used a homophobic slur just because they did not roll out the red carpet for him when he went to order a burger? The irony is real right now, according to someone who worked. At the restaurant, Busta got really upset when they did not take his order first, even though he was the last one to come in. The person said, "We treat everyone the same here at CBB. You cannot skip the line with 10 people ahead of you." They had never had a problem with a celebrity before that night. Instead of standing in line, Busta went out to his car to wait for his order. When it finally came, he was still unhappy. He came back to the restaurant and started getting really angry, calling the delivery driver a homophobic slur multiple times and even calling the worker a bad name. Not only was Busta acting very entitled, but he was also being openly homophobic. Fast forward to now, and the streets are talking about some wild rumors about him, and things are starting to get very messy. Just talking recklessly, people have been saying that Busta was allegedly out here grooming men. So, how did we even get to this point? Well, Busta's former bodyguard, Big Homie CC, recently dropped some huge accusations that have got a lot of people questioning Busta. A couple of weeks ago, Big Homie CC sat down with the Art of Dialogue and came ready to share some serious information. He did not beat around the bush or give vague hints. No, he straight up accused Busta Rhymes of having a long history of questionable behavior when it came to young men. According to Big Homie CC, this is not just some random rumor you hear on the internet. He says this is something people in the industry have known about for years. While fans might be shocked, Big Homie CC made it clear that people who worked closely with Busta, especially club promoters, had known about his alleged preferences for a long time. He explained that whenever Busta was booked for an event, promoters allegedly made sure the VIP section was set up just how he liked it. By that, Big Homie CC means that the area was supposedly filled with a carefully chosen group of young, attractive men, all picked to keep Busta entertained for the entire night. But that is not even the craziest part. Big Homie CC did not just throw out random accusations. He came with real proof and gave specific details. He talked about a moment with actor and model Don Benjamin and one of Don's friends who happened to be gay. According to Big Homie CC, when Busta Rhymes saw this guy, his whole vibe changed in an instant. 1 minute, Busta was relaxed, and the next, his whole attitude shifted. Big Homie CC made it clear that something was going on. He said, Busta stared at this guy with such focus that there was no doubt about what he wanted. This was not just a casual chat or friendly conversation. It sounded like Busta had something else on his mind, and it was clear he wanted more than just small talk. Big Homie CC continued, "Bro, on my soul, I am out with a group of people. I am with Don Benjamin, you know him? No? He is a model guy. Does some rapping too. His name is Don Benjamin, so I am out with Don in the club, and we end up at the spot where Busta Rhymes is. There was this lawyer guy with us, a little lawyer guy, and the lawyer dude, he is a gay guy, super cool, good guy. And that is when I saw how Busta started moving. Busta seemed so eager to have this guy in his section, it was almost like he pulled him in with a rope. Just when you thought things could not get any crazier, Big Homie CC turned it up. He did not just say that Busta was interested, he claimed the rapper was completely obsessed with this man. Allegedly, Busta could not stop talking about how attractive the guy was, making it clear to everyone in the room that he really liked him. Big Homie CC said, "I heard someone say, 'Oh, he is cute. I want him.' So when I heard that, I turned around and thought, Did he really just say that? You get all this jewelry just to attract men in here? That shocked me. Sure enough, Busta pulled the guy into his section and then blocked it off like, "This is mine." Big Homie said the guy was so happy that he could not believe what was happening, he was shocked. But Big Homie was not done there. He had much more to share. He claimed that Busta's alleged preferences were not a secret in the industry, and people had been talking about it for over a decade. When asked why no one had ever called him out on it, Big Homie did not hesitate. He said it all came down to privilege. Allegedly being in Busta's inner circle came with perks, and many people stayed quiet just to stay on his good side. Then Big Homie dropped another bombshell. He claimed that Busta had a long history of being aggressive toward women, but for some reason, it never got the same level of attention.
I knew about this like in 2012. I knew about this in 2012.
How can we think nobody else speaks up on it or says anything?
Because, bro, these people admire these people so much. They want to make sure they in the section, they at the club, they at the video shoot, they can get backstage. That matter most to them. That matters so much to people. It's crazy. Like, but if you notice, like, there's countless videos of Busta Rhymes getting mad at females for just being girls. This girl touched him one time, he go crazy, throw a drink on her and everything. See what I'm saying? Like, what? Why are you getting mad at female?
You remember how people tried to call Orlando Brown crazy when he came out saying that Busta allegedly did some messed up things to him? Well, they did the same thing to Big Homie, claiming he was just chasing clout and trying to stir up trouble. But here's the thing. Big Homie is not the first person to say something like this. A couple of people had already put Busta on blast before he even spoke up. Back in 2020, social media personality Trip Alley shared a story on his YouTube channel, saying that Busta tried to approach him while he was walking through New York City, on his way to a Halloween party. According to Trip, Busta did not waste any time making his intentions clear, completely catching him off guard.
Walking through the crowd and somebody grabs my hand. Just softly put their hand in my hand and just holding it. So I look, and I see this big chain that said flip mode. Just diamonds iced out. I look at the chain and I know what flip mode is, so I look up. Now all this happened in split seconds. I look up and it's Busta Rhymes. And I'm like, "What's up, Busta?" And he's still holding my hand. He like, "What's up? What you getting into?" And I'm like, "Oh, we about to go to this club around the corner. What's up?" He said, "I got a section up in this place. We doing a little after party joint. It's like, you should come in and party with me."
By 2021, the rumors about Busta Rhymes started up again, with new claims that he was still pursuing men. The talk had already begun, but things really took off when paparazzi allegedly caught him leaving a gay pride event with a transgender person, adding more fuel to the already growing rumors. The sighting shocked the media and started even more speculation about his private life. With cameras capturing everything, there was no way to escape the attention, and the timing was not great for him. This new development did not just add to the drama, it brought back all the old rumors, making everything even more complicated and harder to ignore. But let us be clear, the issue here is not Busta's sexuality. The real problem is the serious allegations about his behavior, claims that he crossed boundaries and allegedly acted without clear consent. Given Busta's well-known short temper, it is not surprising that he and Diddy have stayed close all these years. Both of them have strong personalities and unpredictable outbursts, which probably helped make their friendship stronger. But beyond all this drama, there might be something else connecting them. An interest in much younger men. Big Homie CC already shared details, saying that Busta often had his team look for young men to bring into his VIP section. And now, with that footage of Busta at Diddy's party, plus Diddy giving him a very personal shout-out, this whole situation is raising a lot of questions. For a long time, Busta has been one of my best friends in the world. He has been my friend since I was about 12 years old. He is like family to me, But when you add all of this to Orlando Brown's claims, it starts to paint a very disturbing picture. Here's the twist, though. People are saying that Orlando was not the only young man Busta allegedly had a situation with. Now, there are whispers from inside the industry saying that Busta has been doing the same thing with several men. With all the attention this situation is getting, along with rumors about a tape involving Diddy, Busta, and male adult entertainers, people are starting to wonder if Orlando's original claims might actually be true. If that is the case, then this situation just went from messy to completely crazy.